London Heathrow, host to 78 million passengers, nearly 500,000 flights, and one very unusual animal reception centre. Animals passing through Heathrow come here to be checked in.
Hi! Oh, you're so pretty.
Also known as the Ark, it's equipped to welcome almost any species through its doors.
I like the cheeky one, holding his hand out for more food.
From reptiles and livestock to pets and predators, it's up to the Ark to make sure everyone is clear to enter the country.
That really is the tiniest one I've ever seen.
More than 200,000 animals passed through last year alone. And its dedicated team of over 40 staff are on hand every hour of every day.
We'll just get a vet out just to be safe.
And are always prepared to expect the unexpected.
Ah! Then she lost her hand.
Today on Animal Airport, 10,000 tiny guests create a buzz.
We don't want anyone getting stung, and obviously we don't want the bees to be injured either.
A cute customer makes an unscheduled visit.
Got a bit of chewing going on here.
And a big bird ruffles some feathers in the large animal den.
It's not the sort of animal you want to tussle with.
Oh, ow, ow, ow.
Heathrow's Animal Reception Centre welcomes animals of all shapes and sizes, from anywhere in the world. For some animals, the UK is their final destination. For others, Heathrow is just a stopping-off point to transfer to another flight and continue their journey. Supervisor Anna is on hand to deal with the centre's latest arrival.
It originally came from Prague to London Heathrow, and then from London Heathrow it's going out to Phoenix.
Little puppy Leo was in transit through the airport, but he's been stopped from boarding his next flight by a member of the ground crew.
This dog was originally going out, but it's been offloaded off the aircraft because the dog has pulled the water pot off of the box.
One of the centre's main jobs is to ensure animals have sufficient food and water for their onward travel.
When the animals leave here, we always make sure they have a water pot in their box. So if they're stopping off at different destinations or they're going on a long journey, they'll always have water in there for them to keep hydrated throughout their flight. What did you do? Where's your water pot?
For a puppy this small, an 11-hour flight without water could be fatal.
Oh, bless you. Right, let's find you a dry kennel. Oh! Hello. Oh, hi. How are you? What happened? No kissing. Very cute. I would probably say I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. I'll get you a little bit of grub as you're staying overnight. Stay there. Your little wriggler. Hopefully he will settle down a bit.
With Leo safe in the kennel, Anna must now put her DIY skills to the test and work out how to puppy-proof this water bowl.
So this is the water pot that was in the box. The dog had pulled it off. I've put another hole in there to secure it, so hopefully the water pot won't fall off.
She's hoping her adjustments will be enough to get him safely on his way.
Leo will go back on a flight tomorrow at 2:30. So let's take two and hope that the water pot stays in place and that Leo can get to Phoenix, which is the final destination.
Leo will be reunited with his owners in 2 days, provided the repairs do the job. Elsewhere in the airport, another shipment's been delayed. And this one is very unusual, even for the Ark. A large batch of bumblebees is en route from Brussels to Abu Dhabi, but a problem with the plane has meant their stopover at Heathrow has been extended.
1 second. That's all closed.
Admin Officer Mel is on the front line.
Hello, Joe. Because they want us to feed them, I think.
Her team have handled bees before, but this time there's an added complication.
I mean, we have bees in all the time going out, but we've never had to actually feed them, so this will be a first time actually having to feed the bees and actually do anything with them. We don't want anyone getting stung, and obviously we don't want the bees to be injured either, so it will be quite a job.
If the bees are left without food for more than 48 hours, they could die. Without the Ark's help, the delay might mean that not all of them make it to their destination.
These are the instructions for the bumblebees, if you want to take a look and then call BA and say if we'll do it or not.
Even with his 15 years of experience, Deputy Manager Ross has never had to figure out how to feed bees.
We've seen bees before, but this is the first time that we've ever been asked to technically feed and water them. So it's a new one to me.
Bees are important pollinators for around 90% of the world's flowering plants. That's 1 in every 3 bites of food we eat. But their numbers are in sharp decline. So to combat that threat, colonies of bees are shipped around the world to help pollinate local crops. But right now, Ross is more concerned about how to feed the bees without letting them escape.
We've got capture equipment, but it don't really cover bees.
He knows that if they get it wrong, this job could have a painful sting in the tail. After an overnight stay, cheeky German Shepherd pup Leo will hopefully be getting on the next flight to Phoenix. Animal health officers have reattached his water bottle.
Beautiful little puppy.
And Sophie is hoping he won't chew through this one.
It's been cable tied on this time, so hopefully it won't pull it off again.
But Leo's soon back to his old tricks.
Got a bit of chewing going on here. It's got to have the water pot for travel. It's probably going to pull it off before it gets there.
If Leo's water tray isn't in place, the airline won't allow him to fly.
It's very difficult to know what to do, really. We've got to get you on your flight. Hayley, would you be able to get some Adaptal spray?
Sophie's concerned that his constant chewing is a sign of anxiety.
We've got some Adaptal spray here, which helps calm them down. It's like a pheromone spray that's similar to when they're with their mum.
But even the spray doesn't seem to be working. Leo just keeps on chewing.
Don't want him to go out on flight and then have to come back again.
With time running out before Leo's flight departs, Sophie decides 2 bottles might be better than 1.
Right, I'm going to try putting on another water pot, just in the hope that something's on there when we get to the flight. Could you just hold this little monkey?
Hopefully, at least 1 will stay on, and Leo will be allowed on his flight.
There we go. Let's see if we can get you on your way. 3rd time lucky, young man.
A shipment of 10,000 bumblebees has been delayed on its way to the Middle East. The bees need a pit stop at the Animal Reception Centre to be fed and watered before their 7-hour flight tomorrow.
Awful lot of bees.
After examining the boxes from top to bottom, Supervisor Joe reckons she's worked out how the bees are fed.
They need to have access to their sugar water, which is in the bottom of each of these boxes.
Their travelling boxes have been cleverly designed. The container sits on top of a feeding tray.
There's like a bit underneath the box where they can get down to the sugar water.
Fair ingenious idea. I'm not denying it's a faff.
We've got to open all these again tomorrow and put all the cats
I'll try and get
back
some
on.
cover in the morning or something then. We've got a large team. Having that big group of people allows us to bounce the ideas off each other, allows us to work together to sort of deal with the unexpected situations and the unexpected animals that we get coming through the Ark.
I've never seen this many bees in my life.
Joe has to go through every box to remove a cap, then reattach the box so the bees can get to their food.
There's 11 boxes, and so far I think there's 12 small boxes in each box. So I'll let you do the maths, but yes, it's going to take a while.
One down, just 131 boxes left to work through.
You can't rush this, because as soon as you rush it, then you'll either split the box, or also you need to do it slowly, because as you move the box, it antagonises the bees. Yeah, so the key to this is minding your fingers. Don't get bitten, don't get scratched, and in the case of bees, don't get stung. Then once the box has been done, I'm just putting a tick on it so I know that those have been done. So far, I've been doing this for an hour and a half, maybe, and I have only done 4 boxes.
After a long afternoon's work, finally all the hungry bees have got their supper.
So I started at 3:30, so yeah, 2.5 hours of being. I need a cup of tea.
As the bees can't take off with their feeding trays open, before they leave in the morning, all 132 boxes must be reopened to seal up the sugar water.
And we're going to have to start doing that at about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to make sure they're all finished in time, ready to go on the flight. That will be tomorrow's fun and games. I'm not in tomorrow morning, and if anyone asks for a swap, it will be a no.
Heathrow's Animal Reception Centre is a round-the-clock operation. The team is ready to welcome new visitors 24 hours a day. Supervisor Kaylee is on the night shift.
I first got involved with animals when I was about 6 years old. My parents knew that I had a fascination with animals because I used to watch all the programmes. During my degree, I did work placement here. And that's when I first found out with this place. I kept in contact with a few staff members, and when I finished my degree, I made in contact and got a job here. To me, any job with animals was worth it.
And tonight, she's waiting for something a little out of the ordinary.
Nearly 6 p.m. I'm on a late shift waiting for Cassowary to come in. Cassowary is a flightless bird. I think it's the 3rd largest bird species after ostrich, emu.
These birds can grow to an impressive 2 meters tall.
They're probably the biggest bird I've seen that's come through here, and I've been here 6 years.
As an experienced supervisor, Kaylee's job is to deal with the more unusual and dangerous animals. And, after doing some research, she's more than a little nervous.
They're pretty territorial, so we don't want to do anything to upset it, and obviously we've got to check everything, and we don't want to make any slip-ups for the animal to get out or get stressed.
These gigantic birds come with a fearsome reputation and have been known to attack humans when frightened.
Their natural reaction when they're threatened is to jump up their feet and attack, and they've got quite big claws or talons, and they could do a lot of damage. Just not a bird to take lightly.
The cassowary is a protected species. There are only an estimated 4,000 left in the wild. This bird has flown in from America to join a conservation breeding program here in the UK. Before it starts the next leg of its journey, Kaylee needs to check the paperwork and give it the once-over.
You got a big bird for us?
There we are, thank you.
Okay. Is it on a pallet still, or is it?
Yeah, it's on a pallet.
Okay, so... Oh wow, that's massive. It's big, it's a lot bigger than I thought. I'm just trying to work out how I'm meant to get that off. Might need to go get a pump truck. Okay. I'm just worried about fitting him through the door. So the issue we have is we can't fit it through the door that way. I need muscles now to help me carry it.
She gets a team together to move the box as smoothly as possible, and hopefully ensure they don't get the third largest bird in the world in a bad mood.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
International travel can take its toll, so Kaylee needs to make sure the bird is fit and well.
I'm going to check the cassowary just to make sure it's happy and healthy. We've got water and the box is compliant. So we haven't had him before, so it'll be quite interesting to see how he reacts. One of the most dangerous birds that are around, there's warning signs around in New Guinea and Australia about when these birds are present in the area, that you don't want to face off on one, you don't want to have a bit of an argument with one or have any sort of disagreements with it at all, because the cassowary will win.
To protect her from any diseases the bird may have, Kaylee must first get her safety gear on.
Oh, did you hear that? That came undone really easily. Find it in a minute. Okay. I'm not going to open this really quickly because its foot might literally come out. Okay, I see a water pot. I can hear it. Its feet are massive. Not that big. Wow, oh my God, it's massive.
But Kaylee must brave a closer look to make sure the bird isn't injured. After a night feasting on sugar water, there's still work to be done if the bees are to continue their onward journey. On the early morning shift, Animal Health Officer Stuart has drawn the short straw.
So we've literally just got to go box some bees and sort out the insides of them, just because they've got like some food underneath, which we basically just got to seal so that it doesn't leak on the flight.
He has to reopen all 132 boxes to seal up the liquid in the feeding trays, or it could spill out and drown the bees on their onward flight to Abu Dhabi.
Quite time consuming, so we're actually in a bit of a rush to try and get them out. So they're getting picked up at 7 o'clock. So yeah, we're definitely in a bit of a rush. Hopefully we get them out in time. I've only ever seen one proper shipment of bees. The other day I was doing fish, and now today I'm dealing with bees, and yesterday I was dealing with dogs and cats. So yeah, every day is different. It's one of the reasons I chose to go into an animal job. Last box.
But even after hours of work, Stuart still has more to do if the bees are to make their connection.
We've literally just got to get them onto the X-ray machine, which we've just audited, and then we can get them X-rayed and ready to go on a BA truck to go on their flight. Just basically see to make sure there's no abnormalities in the box, so when it goes onto the plane, that there's nothing in there that shouldn't be in there, and it is just only bees and what they came with.
Security protocol means that since all the boxes have been opened, they need to be X-rayed to make sure there's only the bees inside. After scanning all the boxes, he makes it to the loading bay with all 10,000 bees in tow. Just in time.
We'll go do the seal now, and then we give them the seal, and then they're ready to be on their way.
Paperwork complete, he can finally wave goodbye to the bees.
Bees made it, so he's got his van sealed now. We're literally just going to let him out, and then he's going to make his way to the flight. They've buzzed off.
The Ark is the only airport facility in the UK that can handle practically any animal species. In the large animal den, Supervisor Kaylee is dealing with a very unusual new arrival. A cassowary, a large flightless bird, has arrived from America on its way to a British zoo.
Wow, oh my God, it's massive.
It's been called the most dangerous bird in the world. Each well-muscled leg has 3 huge 12-centimetre dagger-like claws on its toes. And it's Kaylee's job to make sure it's arrived fit and healthy.
Oh my God. Its beak is right there. It's like seeing something prehistoric. It seriously looks like a dinosaur. This is insane.
But she can't afford to get distracted.
I read through the regs before the Cassowary got here. It's all compliant. This is all correct. The flooring, there's slates on the flooring. Then he's right there again. They're very unpredictable, so it's not the sort of thing I want to sort of pick my head in there and have a look at it. It's inquisitive, it's breathing, it's moving. If it's hurt or injured, I think we'd know.
Kaylee's satisfied that the bird is in one piece, but she's not done yet.
I think it's either hungry or thirsty because its water bowl's empty, so I'll fill that up, even though it has got straw in it, but I'm not putting my hand in there to get the straw out. I am not risking putting my hands in that box. So I'm gonna try and put a bit of water in. But, oh, ow, ow. Okay, not yet. Okay. Go back. I like he's scratching his, you want a tickle, is that what I want?
Just trying to give it water is difficult enough.
Can you wait a second? What are you trying to do? I don't know what you're trying to do. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay. Close that a little bit, just calming down a little bit. So.
Finally, Kaylee manages to sneak some water into the pot.
He is awesome. Definitely a treat, an unusual specimen to have here.
Later on tonight, the bird will be loaded onto a lorry to take it to its new home. The German Shepherd puppy Leo managed to keep his water bottle this time and completed his flight to Phoenix. The well-fed bees made their connection to Abu Dhabi, and the cassowary arrived safely at the zoo to join their important breeding program.